Hey y'all, welcome back to today's tips and topics. I'm Tammy Ariola, and before I get into this topic, make sure that you click on my link in my bio, all right, which will direct you to the Lady Styles Natural Hair Academy if you are interested in some natural hair courses. Let's get into this topic. All right, we're going to talk about why we feel that children aren't ready to get locks, okay? Now, if a child comes to you, your child comes to you and says they want locks, are you asking any questions? Like, why do you want locks? Do you think locks are pretty? Are you explaining to them, like, that how long it takes for their hair to lock, or what they can do with their locks? The fact that they're going to be, more permanent, and they can't just take them out. Are you explaining to them to get a better understanding of why the child wants locks? Okay. If not, and if you're just going off of pretty much your feelings towards locks, if you are a parent that is opposed to it, then this is just what I want to say. Okay. I think that we forget that we were children once. And I know for myself, and I know many other people feel this way. When you were a child and you made a decision for yourself, you were pretty solid on it, right? You were pretty solid. Like, this is what I'm going with. This is what I'm doing. This is what I want. No matter how crazy or whatever it may have sounded to anybody else. But you didn't care about how crazy it sounded to anybody else, because that's what you decided for yourself, right? Some of us out here as parents, the way we feel about locks, we're putting that off on our children. And we're embedding this idea in our children's heads, like there's something wrong with locks. Okay. Now, it is a part of our culture, and we forget that. Okay. And I'm going to give you two situations that happened in the salon. And I'm going to just give you the difference with this. Okay. So there was one parent that came to me and said that her daughter wanted locks, been asking for them since she was 5 years old. And the little girl at the time was about 9 or 10. Okay. Which means this little girl has been looking at people rocking their locks for 4 or 5 years, and she hadn't been able to get them. Because why? Her mother didn't like them. Simple as that. And I'm going to tell you what she did. She took what she viewed as beauty, which was straightening the child's hair. So over time, when you do that, right, you're removing the curl pattern, the natural curl pattern from the hair. So she was willing to remove her daughter's curls out her hair, her beautiful curls, instead of allowing the child to at least attempt to lock her hair. Yes, I get it. It's a permanent look. You can comb them out, but it's pretty time consuming, and we don't want to put a child through that. So, but that's what can be explained to the child, and the two of you can come up with a solid decision as to, is this what you really want? Now, when I went to 2-strand twist her hair, it was hard for her twist to stay in because of, the texture of her hair, and the curl pattern. So, that was that scenario. Now, the other scenario, there was a child who was even younger. She was 3, well, turning 4. She was 4. And she decided she wanted locks, okay? And when she sat down in my chair, I looked at her and I said, "You want your hair like mine?" She looked up at me. Listen, she ain't take but a second. She said, "Mm-hmm." She sure did. And I'm going to tell you why else too. Her mother wears locks. She looks at her mother, and little girls look at their mothers, like that's the example they're going by. So she's looking at her mother with her beautiful locks. She looked up at me with my locks, and she made a solid decision and said, yes, she wants locks. See, so that's the difference. And her mother encouraged, and she asked, "Are you sure?" She said, yes. This little girl today is wearing her locks. Okay. I've nurtured a child's hair back to health to the point where she could get sister locks. She decided that's what she wanted for her hair. She wanted sister locks. And, it's beautiful, beautiful on her. We tend to forget our culture, okay? We got to stop removing the idea and, like what we feel isn't either professional, beautiful, We're removing that from our culture. I don't know why we're allowing this, but it should stop. It needs to stop. We got to stop telling our children straight hair is better. Okay, meaning if your hair isn't already straight, and you're trying to change the dynamic of the texture and curl pattern of the hair because you think that's more beautiful than someone wearing locks. Okay, of course it's your child, it's your decision. I'm just saying that we as a black people, we have to stop. We've already been removed, plenty enough from our culture. We got to stop this. Okay, locks they're beautiful. It's a decision. Now look, I haven't always worn locks. I was just loose natural before, and I had people suggesting to me that I should wear locks, and at that time, no, I was not ready. I was doing different looks with my own with my loose natural hair, and I was wearing protective styles and everything. I wasn't ready. Okay, now, but if you are someone who, when you say you're ready, it doesn't matter if you're a child or an adult, you're ready. Okay, so just rock your locks, start your locks, let that baby wear them locks. All right, ain't nothing wrong with locks. It's hair. It's beautiful. I curl my locks. I be doing little petals with it, having little like petals like this, petal bangs and stuff. I do ponytails, buns, all kinds of stuff. What is the view of locks? Just because you don't like them for you. It don't mean that you have to put that on your child. Okay, so let that baby wear them locks. So anyways, thank y'all again for listening to this tips and topics today, and I will see y'all again next week.